Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for This Is My Song by North Point Worship featuring Mac Powell. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. Alright, grab your acoustic guitar and you don't need a capo today. Yay! And let's get started. Alright, like I said, you don't need a capo. You're going to be playing in the key of D to match the original key, which is D. So here are the following chords you need to know. D, G, A, B minor, D over A, and D suspended. So there's a lot of variations of the D chord in here. So let's just start with the home chord, D. Put your index finger on the G string, 2nd fret, middle finger, high E, 2nd fret also, and your ring finger is covering the B string, 3rd fret. Now you have to avoid strumming the low E and A string for the D chord, starting on the D string down. To play D suspended, just drop your pinky down on that 3rd fret, high E string. And to play D over A, you're going to add the A string now. So now the A string is basically your bass note. So you just add a string basically. Just avoid strumming the low E. Somewhat of a fuller sound now. Alright, next up we have the G chord. Put your middle finger on the low E, 3rd fret, index finger A string, 2nd fret, and then ring finger and pinky are covering the high E and B strings of the 3rd fret also. You get to strum everything for this. For the A chord, you can do it one of two ways. You can bar it, or you can put all 3 fingers in the same fret space. And I'll start with that one. Put your index finger on the D string, 2nd fret, then middle finger and ring finger are just underneath that with the G and B strings covering respectively same fret. You're going to strum the A string on down for this. But if you don't like that version and your hand is cramped, you can always just bar it with your index finger. Just bar those same strings and you're going to strum the same strings, but you might have a more blunty sound. Depends on what you like. Alright, next up we have the B minor. Put your index finger on the 2nd fret and just bar everything except the low E string. Put your middle finger on the B string, 3rd fret, and ring finger and pinky are going on the D string and G strings of the 3rd fret. And this is again the A string on down. Now if you want to avoid cramping your hand, you can avoid the bar and put your index finger on the high E, but keep all the other fingers the same. So the high E is on the 2nd fret with that index finger. And now you can only strum the D string on down for this. Alright, so those are the chords you need to know. There is a picking pattern that the acoustic has throughout the verses. I'm going to go over that right now, and then we're going to play through the song. Here's the picking pattern starting on the D chord. And a little slower. So I'll go over what the pick is actually doing after we play through the song, but don't worry, I'll put the chords on screen for you. I'll say them as we go along, and trust me, I won't leave you hanging with that picking pattern. It's actually easier than you think. All right, here we go. D, G, D, G, D, G, D, G, D, G, D, G, D, A, B minor, D over A, D. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. Let's go over that picking pattern again, and let's do it a little slower. I'll first start it at regular speed just to let you hear it again, and I'm going to also throw in that G change that I did too, because in the intro it's D to G and back again, D to G. So here it is, once again, D to G with the picking pattern. Notice my index finger is just lifting off on the G string to let it go open and then putting it back on the second fret to play the D chord. I'm not really picking the high E string also, so you really have to just worry about the D string, G, and B string. And I'm going to try to do this as slowly as possible. Here it is, one more time. If I try to explain that, it's a little difficult for me to do that because I feel that picking pattern naturally, but I'll try to explain that right now. So I'm starting on the D string, going to the G, back to D, and then B string. So D, G, D, B. And just repeat that over and over again. Hopefully that is the correct pattern, and I'm sorry if it's not, but it sounds pretty close to what the recording has. When it comes to the choruses and the bigger parts, the strumming pattern could do something like this. Or down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Something like that. You could do a little fuller pattern if you don't have a lot of people in your band, but I would suggest try not to overplay that because you can get carried away with strumming any day. All right, well, thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future, and I'm actually making this video because someone did just that, and I hope more people do that too. My hope is to do another song someone had suggested just this week, so hopefully I can get that done before Labor Day. We'll see what happens, but regardless, hopefully you have a great holiday weekend, and God bless.